Man, I hate when a person calls me. They call me, I answer, hey, what's going on? Hey, how you doing? Oh, no, I'm chilling. Hey, hold on for a second. And then they click on the other line. Or they talking to somebody else while they calling me.
That's it right there.
Man, that drives me crazy.
You know what? For me, Kay, it's just really who it is.
Okay.
Because there are some people that you know their life and how busy it is at times. And mainly you know their responsibilities.
Right.
And so, you know, it really depends on who it is. But I've had people call me and want to talk to 3 and 4 and 5 people at the same time. You know, and they're on their job talking to so-and-so, and I'm still on the line. I'm like, hey, man, you know, and then he giggling, like having full conversations while I'm on the line.
Yeah.
Man, that's
the thing that I've always wondered is if it's a bad time for you, you know, call me when it's not a bad time, right? But unless you're calling me because, you know, you want to have a conversation with another friend and me about something, I get that.
Right.
But like I had somebody call me once, put me on hold, left me on, I was on hold for so long, I ended up doing this with the phone like, man, what? What? Oh, I'm on hold. And I hung up. Then he called back and like, yo, why you hang up?
Oh, that's crazy.
I've been on hold for like 5 minutes.
Why you hang up is crazy.
Why you hang up? Like, dog, why you call me and then click over?
Now, I can respect those and say, hey, this is my son, this is my daughter, this is my mom. And then they'll send me a text like, hey, I'll get back to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. And we know
I got you.
there are people, and I'm sure y'all, those of you guys that are looking, y'all, that 1 or 2 people come to mind, oh yeah, man, what's his name be doing that shit all the time, man. Be driving me crazy. And then if you happen to be on the phone with them, and then you get an important call, like for me, I'm not going to, I don't click on the other line unless it's somebody important.
Correct.
But if I click on the line, I say, hey, you know what? Is everything okay? Okay, let me call you right back on another line, right? Or if I know that it's gonna be a call, I say, hey, you know what? They call, I'm gonna call you back, right? But I've actually done it. I had to do it just like what I was doing. And then when I clicked back, it was like 10 seconds and they had already hung up.
Yeah. And you know what? You got some that get ultra offended that you go take their call and call you back. I mean, it goes both ways. It really just depends on who you talking to, and you got to know the people that you're talking to.
Now April would say, well, you do that to me. I said, no, this is what happens. When I'm leaving.
Here we go, April.
When I leave, I'll call. Like, for instance, let's say I'll hit you up.
Yeah.
Right? And you can't, you can't talk. You screen me, and you're like, I don't want to talk to Keenon. So
now,
you don't answer.
Never happens.
Right? So then I'll leave a message, and then I'll try to wait about 5 to 15 minutes, and then if I don't hear from you in that time, then I'll call her. Hey, I'm on the way home and stuff, and we'll just talk about whatever.
Right.
And then you might call me afterwards. And then I tell her, hey, let me let you go, Lee's on the other line. And then she'll say, well, why did you call? And I said, I called you because I had called him first. He didn't answer. I was giving him a time frame to answer. He didn't. So he just happened to call. And I was like, I try to widen that time frame just in case, but it happens. She say, well, you do that all the time. I was like, no, I don't do that like that. She's like, yeah, you do get out. And I explained it to her. She was like, oh, okay, I get it.
Well, I like the fact that you give people a window. I need to do that more often.
Yeah,
I don't do that. I got to do that more often.
Now, like if I'm at home, it's a long window. I mean, it doesn't matter. And it doesn't mean if I don't answer, if you don't call within that window, I'm not going to answer. It just means that if I don't hear from you, I'll go ahead and call, the wife let her know, hey, you know, you need me to pick anything up on the way and stuff. But yeah, and I do it to her more than anybody, simply because of those things.
Okay, I see.
Right, because of that happens. But she's like, you do it. I was like, no, but you understand what happened, right? I don't purposely call you and then somebody calls and then I say, oh, let me let you go. So that drives me crazy. And I know I might get some people like, hey, you talking about me? And I might have to say, yeah, yeah,
if the shoe fit, you might want to wear it.